Let's recap June for the Baltimore Orioles. So we do this at the end and the beginning, or the beginning every month. So we just had June, second day of July. Let's talk about the June for the Orioles. So we're going to do our Orioles report, our standard Orioles report. So much has went on, man. It's ridiculous, all these injuries. And I think that's true in June, too. I think he had a lot of injuries. The team did play better, I think. The record, they're still in fifth place, which is not good. But I think at least you can see some positioning for a wild card. The injuries have been unbelievable. But this was your record, 37-47, won your last 5 out of 10, fifth place in the AL East. Let's take a look. Jackson Holiday, I think, is the reason to watch the Orioles. I think if you are watching Masson, whatever, I'm going to go ahead and finish the game here at Orioles tonight once I get off. And Jackson Holiday is the reason to watch. I think he's throwing right before us. We will see if he can come in as an all-star reserve. Jackson Holiday, good defensively. I think he's gotten better at second base. Struggling, average at the plate a little bit. I think some guys get a little bit of a he's still young, and here we are on the dog days now. We're getting to where it's hot every night, but Jackson Holiday has been fantastic. I might have the same graphic every time with Urias typical. Ramon Urias contributing. I think we know where we're getting from him. He's going to give us some offense, some pitching, and some days he's not going to be so good. So I think he's an average MLB major leaguer. That's why they've kept him around. Good utility knife to keep in the drawer. With the injury, especially to Westberg, who's been on the shelf a couple of times this year. Gunnar Henderson is average solid. Not enough RBI production. Hit a big home run the other night. Got to see more thunder from Gunnar. They cannot win games without Gunnar being Gunnar Henderson. I keep saying that. Most valuable Oriole after 3 months is Gunnar Henderson, is on Ryan O'Hearn. Congratulations to Ryan, who is now the DH in the All-Star game. Good for you, Ryan. Ryan's average has been terrific. He's been it would have been far worse what we've seen without Ryan O'Hearn. Ramon Laureano, I think, has been a pleasant surprise. I think it's been really good. I think his production, his power has been really good. I think he's been good in the field. I think they got it right. I think Laureano, I think, has probably been, you could argue he's been the third best player on the team this year. So good for him. Plays with a lot of passion, absolutely as well. Colton Cowser, I think, is on his way back. Again, a guy with an injury, but he's getting there. You can see it. He's getting consistent. Hit a couple home runs. I think he's getting there. Mountcastle's going to be out for a while. They've been starting Kobe Mail. He's still developing, starting to come around. We'll see. I don't know how much longer we're going to have Cedric Mullins. I think he's going to be traded soon. Bat has been inconsistent, still outstanding defensively, still giving you some production with his speed, stolen bases. And Gary Sanchez has been giving you some production now that he's back with Adley Reshman out. Look at the injuries. I'm sure I missed a few. Jerison Rodriguez, Jorge Mateo, Tyler Wells is still out. I don't know what's going on with Grayson, by the way. I haven't heard anything. Tyler O'Neill is in rehab, so he should be here soon. Kyle Bradish, 60-day. Suarez, 60-day. They're on their way back. I think you may see them in August. We'll see. Adley probably after the break. Maverick Hanley, I think it could be any day now after the concussion. Kyle Povich, he's going to be probably pitching in AAA. Mountie, probably at best August, September. Rivera has been up and down. He got DFA'd again. They've been doing that a lot. Chadwick Tom on the roster got hurt again as well. I think got replaced with stuff. Again, it changes. They've had so many injuries. Westy, I think, is here but hasn't played. Luis Vazquez played in the extra innings the other night. Zach Eflin is on the IL. Eflin's been good. I think Eflin struggled. I think he went out of the game as well. See if after the break they can get him right. I think he hasn't been that good. I think he's been better than what we've seen. Yeah. Dean Kramer, I think, has been their best pitcher. I think all of June. I think in the second half. I think he's really been rolling. So shout out to Dean Kramer, looking good in this last stretch. Sagano, I think the numbers are still decent. He struggled early in games. He's given up way too much early in games. Charlie Morton's been better the fact that he's still here is almost the horrific start he's on. And Trevor Rogers has been fantastic since he's been here. I mean, I got to tell you, great start in Boston. Not so his other start. In the last start, I thought he was terrific. I think Rogers, probably stays in the rotation the rest of the year. It looks a little light on bullpen because we've had so many injuries. I cannot. You've had Cano up and down. Bowman got the. I can't. This is pretty much what it's been for most nights as well. Felix Bautista, 16 saves, 273. Not as good as he was before the injury, but still really good. Bautista's been good. Brian Baker's having his best season, 272, 2 saves. Dominguez is starting to turn it around along with Greg Soto as well, both of those guys. So that was depending on those guys. They very, very quietly looking at it have been better the last month. Kitchers has struggled a little bit lately. And again, injury. Keegan Hicken, I think, went on the DL yesterday again. So a lot of injuries to the bullpen as well. So that's the story of the month. 5th place, not over yet, but the injuries is just ridiculous. I mean, they've had more players on the IL as well than I think I can ever remember. I will say, too, with all the injuries that they've had, Sam Basayo is still in AAA. I know a lot of you guys want to see him, but they're determined not to. This organization does not rush the prospects. And I really think before they want him to go ahead out there, they want him to play. That also tells me as well that Adley's not going to be out forever. If Adley's going to be out as long as I think Mounty's going to be out or out for a while, then I do think they would entertain it. But they've brought up now 3 catches from AAA. None of them the number 1 prospect, the number 13 prospect in all baseball, Sam Basayo. So interesting to see how that goes as well. So let's go talk more baseball here. I'm going to move this to where I can find it. I'm just going to point it.
Put me in cold. I'm ready to play the game. Oh, put me in cold. I'm ready to play the game. Oh, put me in.
Got to move it to where I can find it. Put me in, coach. And so as we talk baseball here, baseball summer, we're in the heart of summer at 4th of July here. A lot of you guys are going to be celebrating this weekend as well. I'm going to go to a baseball game locally with fireworks and all that other stuff. And so we're going to continue with our baseball summer series and definitely going to check that out here as well. So now the draft is coming. So I've been taking a look at a lot of these young players, YouTube video, a lot of these young players, scouting, reading a lot, and giving you an idea of what we're going to see in the draft. We're going to have our draft stream on July 13th, so check that out. So baseball summer, what's going to see in the draft? And I think one of the things, in as far as the draft goes, a great way to look at the draft, and I know baseball does have a combine, but I really look at the College World Series as kind of a form of that. When you have the College World Series, you see these guys in that environment there where you wouldn't see them, right? So in minor leagues, they prepare guys to play in the majors. College World Series, they win, and they're playing against the best college players around, and they go ahead and they are trying to go out there and win. So it's interesting to see these guys in this environment. So let's talk about the best players in the College World Series this year as well. So we're going to talk about that, obviously, but I want to go over 5 names, college players that weren't in the College World Series. Maybe they got eliminated in super regionals, but they're absolutely worth talking about. These are my top 5 guys who weren't in the College World Series, who were college players, not high school players. We'll do that next week. We'll do over the high school players. We'll talk about Ethan Holiday and such and those guys there. But this week, number 1, I know a lot of people like Liam Dole. I really like Jamie Arnold. I think Jamie Arnold has got a lot of polish. Obviously, he throws the ball very hard, very good for Florida State. Really tough not to like Jamie also. That's why I have number one. Liam Doyle is a flamethrower, man. He's like everything at the radar gun is 100. So, like, if you see Paul Skeens and everything now, I think there's a lot of things with Liam Doyle. Good pitching. I think his pitching is solid, but the heat is just unbelievable. Like, he's going to intimidate people with his throwing arm and his everything. So I think that's a thing as well. 10-3, 2.8 ERA, 158 strikeouts for Liam Doyle. Fantastic stuff. Kyron Witherspoon. Now the third round. These are maybe in Orioles territory. Orioles picking 19th. Kyron Witherspoon from Oklahoma. 8-3, 370 ERA, 90 strikeouts. Pitches well. Mixes his pitches as well. Throws hard, but needs to mix his pitches as well. That's why I don't think he's going to get taken as high. You almost always see flamethrowers take a high. Not that he doesn't have good stuff. He does. But, I mean, nowadays you can almost say it's weird to say like 94, 95. Well, that's not. But it's about right for him. That's where he's at. Merrick Houston, I've seen him mock to the Orioles a couple times. Very good tool. If you like the tools, he's definitely a guy that they're going to look at. So definitely 10 home runs, 65 RBIs. Wake Forest has had some good players in recent years. It is definitely a guy I've seen mock to the Orioles. Jace Lavalette, probably a number one pick if you had to draft last year as well. Kind of very similar profile draft-wise to Vance Honeycutt. A lot of swing and miss issues. So that's why he wasn't as high as well. But interesting to see that with Jace Lavalette as well. So let's take a look at the College World Series. These guys. Number 10, Zach Root of Arkansas. A lot of pitchers. So last year, I think I had like one pitcher. Now you got a whole bunch in the College World Series. Zach Root from Arkansas. Arkansas had several really good pitchers as well in this one. So Zach Root makes the list. 6-2, 3.7 ERA, 76 strikeouts as well. Anthony Iverson pitched in the College World Series. The best number 2 pitcher you ever saw as well. Outstanding stuff. 11-2, 142 strikeouts. Definitely outstanding. Some control things he needs to work on. I don't think he's right away ready. I think he definitely needs to work some things out in Double-A before you actually put him in the major. Charles Devlin, I think, was fantastic as well. 14 home runs, 59 RBIs. Clearly the best player on the Arkansas team, I think, this year is from the offensive standpoint. I love the fact that he hits well for power, hits on all fields. You can definitely see that when you see him. Patrick Forms, I see a lot of – he's like a right-handed Liam Doyle. Really just throws with violence. He concerns me the way he throws with that violent way he throws. Hard, though. Definitely tough to hit. 117 strikeouts. But it's – I don't know. I don't know as far as that goes, if he could sustain that forever. But, man, he really, really throws hard. Caden Bodine, I thought, was the reason Coastal Carolina actually made it to the final game. Best catcher in the draft. Best catcher in the draft. That is worth something as well. He does everything except hit for power. That's it. He's not going to hit you a lot of home runs, but I think he's going to do everything else really, really well. Gage Wood had the no-no in the College World Series against Murray State. He was fantastic. Now, you see that ERA is a little bit higher during the season, not as quite as consistent, but the talent is there. I think probably because of that, he's going to get drafted a little higher than maybe he should, but show some patience with him. Definitely all the talent here. Brendan Summerhill from Arizona as well. He's going to lead off for somebody. I think like years ago, when they valued more leadoff man, this would be a guy that you really like. Definitely hits 354. It's going to steal a lot of bases for you. Excellent defensively as well. A leadoff man. Wima Aloy from Arizona, from Arkansas. This now is that group of really good shortstops that they have. College, high school, and college. Aloy. So definitely this was the best player in all college baseball last year. 28 home runs, 95 RBIs, 360. Just outstanding offensively as well. Right there. definitely great as far as he's going to hit a lot of home runs. Sometimes, like the moving a bat, you kind of take some guys' power. Malloy, you're not worried about that. And, Arquette, Arizona State, some people think he's the best offensive player in the entire draft. All the tools and everything are there for Arizona State as well. Throw him in with like 5 or 6 names who are the best shortstop in this draft. Absolutely. Malloy, Arquette, Ethan Holiday, etc. They're all right there. But the Nats, you can't pass on Cade Anderson. Oh, baby. This guy was sensational in the College World Series. I haven't been as impressed with anything as a sporting event in all of 2025. This guy is the number 1 pick, should be in the draft. There you go. So, those are the picks. Those are the players in the College World Series. We definitely want to check that out. Definitely, if you haven't done it, definitely check out the College World Series. Absolutely do that. It is an outstanding sporting event where you see great players before they go to the next level. You see guys like that pitch well, Ben McDonald, Adley Rushman, all that. There you go. So there's the charge. Let's get to the Orioles report. And God forgive me, I think I missed all the injuries. I mean, this is just crazy. All the injuries as well. K. Povich sent to Norfolk on rehab assignment. So he's out with the injury. He's going ahead and he's still nerfing as well. This changed during the week. So they optioned Brandon Norfolk to Cade Stroud. They optioned Brandon Norfolk. I keep saying Norfolk. Brandon Young to Norfolk and sent Cade Stroud from Norfolk. That didn't last long, okay? So this happened. Selected the contract of Emmanuel Rivera from Norfolk and optioned Dylan Carlson to Norfolk. Did Dylan Carlson for assignment. Kyle, easy for me to say. Kyle Tyler for assignment. That's why I kept messing it up. So I want to mention this real quick. I think the strategy is just to bring up a warm body right now. Just bring up anything. Just eyes up, down, 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 up, down. Bowman has been up so many times. I don't even think I even have Matt Doman today's information designated for assignment. But my goodness, because I might have ran out of time. I didn't do that. Orioles went 22-8 over the Rays on Friday. So it was the third time that they scored at least 22 runs, 9 doubles, tied for the franchise record. 21 hits said were the most since June 6, 2021. So that was huge. Orioles scoring 22 runs. It's always like when you have a game like that, well, you need to save it for tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. But they are on the right track. You finally saw some guys break out offensively, scoring so many runs against a good pitcher, especially Ryan Park for the Tampa Bay Rays. So that was good as well. It was the first time that they won trailing by at least 6 runs since May 27, 2024. Their first time at home since July 31st, 2015 as well. So interesting there as well. Scheduled contract for Matt Bowman, option Cade Stroud from Norfolk. Robert Castillo reinstated the 7-league minor league, designated him for assignment. They're just bringing up warm guys. They're not even whatever they can do. They're just bringing up warm guys as well. It's a mess. Who's hot? I think I had the same. Gary Sanchez, Ryan O'Hearn, Trevor Rogers. I thought we mentioned them. They were outstanding as well. Who's not? Zach. Let me see. I'm gonna leave that off. I'm gonna just say this. It's so crazy with all of the injuries that we've had. Like, it's even hard to even put a graphic together. Like, I'm not saying that, self-aggrandizing and feel sorry for me, but Matt Bowman's again back down. Again, Zach Eflin's on the shelf again as well. They brought up somebody, and then they brought him down. And then Stallings, they got hurt. Tragic Tom, he's up, and now he's back down. The injuries are just it's just unbelievable. So it's I've never seen this man. I mean, we're still. I mean, it's just every day. Every day, I'm updating injuries. Every day, if you look on the Ravori Sports Twitter page or Facebook page and all that, every day, injuries. Okay, it's unbelievable as well. Let's go player of the week. Let's just make it honorary for the All-Star Randall Hearn, who made his first All-Star team. We will see if Jackson Holiday is going to join him. I think that would be the one. Jackson Holiday has a shot at it. I think Felix Bautista absolutely has a shot at it. I don't know, but I think those would be the other two. I think if they were to become All-Stars, that are interesting there as well. This week, real quick, forgot that. Atlanta Braves are going to play this week. So definitely the Orioles are going to play in Atlanta. So I don't think there are 10 cooler cities in the United States than in Atlanta, Georgia. So they're going to start tomorrow. Friday rather, against the Atlanta Braves. I think they are off tomorrow as well. And the New York Mets, I think probably one of my favorite cities in the entire world. And you're going to get a chance to see Juan Soto and I think the $100 million team